His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Khalifa Palace. Marking the upcoming Eid al-Adha holiday, the cabinet extended its greetings to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the citizens and residents of Bahrain and the wider Arab and Islamic nations. The cabinet noted His Majesty the King's participation in a telephone call with U.S. President Donald Trump and with leaders for regional and international countries. The cabinet commended President Trump's efforts at strengthening stability and advancing understanding between parties. It also praised Pakistan's efforts to reach a memorandum of understanding among all parties. The cabinet also extended its congratulations to His Majesty the King on the 50th anniversary of the Royal Bahraini Air Force. In this regard, the cabinet recognized His Majesty's strategic vision, which has had a pivotal role in the establishment of the Royal Bahraini Air Force 50 years ago. The cabinet noted the Air Force's vital contribution to safeguarding Bahrain's security and stability. The cabinet commended Bahrain's strong performance at the 4th Gulf Cooperation Council Games recently concluded in Doha, praising the efforts of His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs and chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and first deputy chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, chairman of the General Sports Authority and president of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, in advancing Bahrain's sports sector. The cabinet highlighted the progress achieved in the GCC-UK Free Trade Agreement following negotiations, which concluded with the signing of a joint statement. The cabinet then discussed a number of MOUs and approved the following: follow-ups on the participation for the comprehensive national assessment as part of the 5th round of evaluations concluded by the Financial Action Task Force, the annual report and audited financial statements of the Unemployment Insurance Fund for the 2025 fiscal year, a draft law specifying the government entities responsible for implementing laws, a memorandum of understanding between the Ministry of Education and Injaz Bahrain to provide programs and training workshops and to promote the volunteering and teamwork among public school students, the government's response to several proposals submitted by the Representatives Council. The cabinet also reviewed the following memorandums: the progress of the Council for regulating the practice for engineering professions efforts during 2025, the priorities of the Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf under the Government Programme 2023 to 2026. The Cabinet was also briefed on the following ministerial reports: the outcomes of Bahrain's participation in the inaugural summit of the Alliance for Europe Gulf Geopolitics and Investment Summit, the outcomes of Bahrain's participation in the 125th meeting of the Financial and Economic Cooperation Committee of the GCC and the 9th meeting of the Permanent Ministerial Preparatory Committee for the Economic and Development Affairs Authority, the outcomes of Bahrain's participation in the 93rd General Session of the World Organization for Animal Health, the outcomes of Bahrain's participation in the World Urban Forum,